It's time for Ladies' Night, because we're going to be doing Collected Company Angels today in the Explorer queue. So as we explore Pioneer, we're going to be playing lots and lots of Angels. So you might be thinking, Amy, is the only green card in this deck Collected Company? Yes. And that's fine. So this deck I used to run in the Historic queue, but now I get to run it here in Fake Pioneer, and it's really, really fun. It's all about kind of swinging in huge in the air, and it has an amazing new card called Giada. Giada is disgustingly good because she is a 2/2 flyer with vigilance that ramps for other angels, makes the other angels bigger, and the fact that she has vigilance and flying is just like, wow. Dang, that's an early beater in the air. What a good card, and what a hard card for a lot of decks to deal with. This deck likes to use Collected Company to cheat all these creatures into play. You'll notice that I have a glut of 3-drops. That's because all the best angels cost exactly 3. And we gain life, which ends up making us more angels using cards like Resplendent Angel and Speaker to Heavens. And we do that life gaining through Bishop of Wings and Righteous Valkyrie. Bishop of Wings gives you board wipe protection. Righteous Valkyrie gives you a buff across the board, +2/+2, once you hit 7 life more than your starting life total, which in this case is going to be 27. We also have a one of fun of in this deck, Ajani, Strength of the Pride. If you're building this deck and you are not running into other people playing this deck, you can swap this out for whatever you want. I've kind of like Angel of Destiny. I like Elspeth Resplendent. There's a ton of different choices. You could put in removal. It doesn't really matter. This is the free space. Why do I like Ajani Strength of the Pride? Well, if I get to 35 life in a nice little 1v1 match, I can use Ajani Strength of the Pride's 0-cost ability to do a one-sided board wipe of creatures and artifacts, and it feels so darn good. It's really the mirror breaker if me and my opponent are having a stalemate, staring each other down as we just keep gaining more and more life and spitting out more and more angels. So we're gonna head into the queue with some Coco Angels. Our opponent is out here with their fat dabs and Amori as a companion. Oh my god, I love the Mythic queue. So you're gonna notice that I'm playing in Mythic, but not like the numbered Mythic. We're in the percents, and the lower you go, the more fun you're gonna have. The reason for that is once people hit Mythic, they usually feel like they've accomplished what they needed to do, and then they just play whatever the heck they want. So like my opponent is playing Emeria as a companion, which means that every card except for lands in their deck has the same type, and looks like that type is gonna be creature. All right, I'm here for it. So my opponent is out here on Creature Tribal, nice, with Amori, nice, and I wonder what else they're running in their deck. This could be, oh wow, it could be a whole lot of different things. Playing so far Temur lands, I'm just gonna have to wait to see what kind of spice they bring to the table. This is actually the deck that I did my Mythic climb with, so I'm being a little rude by taking this in here instead of playing some jank, but we'll save the jank for another video. Delicious, delicious jank. Oh, could it be Mutate? It definitely could be. And I'm a little spooked by Mutatos. So I could go for removal here. I could play just one of these real good angels, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Resplendent Angel because it's going to gain me 4 life and 3 life, and get me this really big buff. So now I'm bigger than Anguirus. Gemrazor, you can't block this. And we get a 6/6 Angel, which is going to gain us 6+4, 10 more life. I'm at 43. Life gain, baby. Love to see it. I did try playing my Bant version of this deck, and I found that in the Pioneer queue, it's just not really worth it. You get Linvala, you get extra copies of whatever spells you already have out, whatever creatures you have out, but I think it's just better to go with consistency and play Selesnya here. Alright, so Aluna is now on the battlefield, looking big and scary. I could play the Righteous Valkyrie to just get a buff and swing around it, but I'd rather roll the bones with my Collected Company and see what I can get out of my library. The answer was nothing too interesting, but nothing bad either. This is going to let me get an additional angel every turn, but I think we might just have lethal next turn by attacking in with everything. Let's see, are they gonna mutate again onto a Luna? They totally are. This is a Luna mutate. I'm here for it. They're putting in a Luna on their Luna, which is going to get them twice the free permanents here. Alright, they got a Sterix and a Parcel Beast. Nice. But that's not gonna stop them from death. In the air with all my flying girls. The Jedi waffles. Do you guys think that Jedis make waffles? Or is that, like, too pleasurable of a food for a Jedi? Guess we'll find out as we play against them. And they're Yorian. So they've got an 80-card deck here. Did you guys know my deck is 61 cards? This deck has always been 61 for me, and I'm never changing it. It deserves to be 61 cards. And it's probably going to be either a Fires deck, that's Fires of Invention, or an Omnath deck, or both, because why not? Alright, we've got our Bishop of Wings down. This little cleric. It's great at blocking. Great at helping me set up high and mighty life totals. Alright, cool. I drew a Giada there. That's pretty nice. Might go Bishop into Giada if there's nothing for me to remove with Skyclave Apparition. And so far, it's looking a lot like Jeskai Fires. There's a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Unfortunately, I don't have great instant speed ways to remove this. So, if they try to Transmogrify it next turn, they will succeed because I can't exile it. I could exile the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I don't think that's going to be as good as just gaining a bunch of life here and swinging in. I'm almost at 35 life, which means that if they do manage to fill up the battlefield, I have this Ajani ult. Everybody likes one-sided board wipes. Settle the Wreckage, Ajani, best buddies. Alright, so they're up to 4 mana. And they're swinging in. This brings them to 5. I'm going to double block with these 2 bishops. The 2 cards they discarded were an Agent of Treachery and a Plains. My guess is they don't really want to cast Agent of Treachery. They just want to cheat it out of their library. Ooh, and another Fable the Mirror Breaker. They can keep filtering until they get a Transmogrify effect like Luca or... well, Transmogrify effects. Yeah. Y'all know what's up. Ooh, I think I know what I want here. I'm gonna go for a Bishop. A 3rd one. I'm gonna swing in the air with both of these. And then I'm actually going to use this Giada to cast this Giada. This Giada is bigger and better. Gonna gain me 12 life, and icing on the cake, I get 3 spirit tokens. You might be legendary, but you still buff yourself. They now have a Reflection of Kiki Tiki. It does have Summoning Sickness. And they didn't discard. Ooh, that's a little scary. Okay, I'm gonna triple block this time with these bishops. Stay safe on the ground, my beautiful, beautiful clerics. You have a board wipe? What did you need this treasure for? It's an exiling board wipe. Oh no! Well, that's miserable. That's going to stop me from doing pretty much anything. I'm going to play the Skyclave Apparition and take out Fable the Mirror Breaker. Here's Fires. They have 5 mana. And they played Teferi for free. Probably just gonna plus. If they minus, they do get a 3/3 token, though, which is pretty nice for them. Yep, that's what they went for. And it's time for Coco! I'll just do this now. Skyclave Apparition lets me hit the Fires, and the Righteous Valkyrie lets me hit that. I think I'm actually going to go to Righteous Valkyrie and Speaker of the Heavens, though. And the reasoning for this is that these are going to give me the largest repeatedly building presence on the board. Their fires is scary. It's going to let them double spell. It's going to get them a ton of value. But I need to get as much damage as I can on the board as fast as I can to kill them. And this is the pair of features that does that. Hello, yes, you have cast 0 spells so far. You could put your Yorion in hand, and, you know, you should blink this illusion token because I don't want you to have it. They're thinking about things. Karn! Karn could get something like a Pithing Needle off sideboard, stop me from activating the Speaker of the Heavens. They could tax my spells. Or they could put the Speaker in the hole. Alright, that's their 2 spells. They put the Speaker in the hole. They also put Yorion in hand. Nice little activated ability there. And they get to untap 2 things, but they only have access to abilities here. Let's go ahead and take out Teferi because he's a terrifying planeswalker. I think I'm going to exile Karn over Fires. Stop them from having access to their sideboard, which I don't know what kind of utility cards they're running, but typically you'll see like a bunch of different hate cards depending on the format. Right now, I can tell you that there's a bunch of weenies running around. Portable Hold's good against all the weenies. There are the Greasefang Parhelion decks. You can make it so they can never activate the Parhelion, so it cannot crew. Meteor Golem is solid anything removal. It looks like they're going for the needle here. They want to needle me. But what are they going to name? They could name Speaker of the Heavens, if they want to get that ready. And by the way, there's a little trick here. They've cast 2 spells, but they're actually going to temporarily remove their Fires of Invention from the board so they can cast a 3rd spell. Or 4th or 5th. They can go as deep as they want. Looks like it's going to be March of Otherworldly Light on my Righteous Valkyrie. That removes the buff, and also just kind of makes me sad. I cry every time. Oh well, anyway, we're going to do a one-sided board wipe. Get out of here! So what's great about this is it also hits artifacts! So my boy is back! How do you do, my boy? He's just like, I'm ready to make some ladies. Speaker of the Heavens, you're a weird card. So they have access to their sideboard still. I wonder what they'll get. Pithing Needle can name Speaker of the Heavens. Oh, it looks like they're starting with Narset, though. Alright, so spell number 1 was Narset. She's gonna -2 and reveal a non-creature spell. It's Luca. That's how they get the Agents of Treachery out of their deck. Pithing Needle is spell number 2. They're gonna name Speaker of the Heavens. If they don't, that'd be super weird. They might plus the Pithing Needle so they can block with it. Nope, they're gonna minus Karn and get something they can't play. But what's kind of cool about Karn is you can get the artifacts that have channel abilities from Kamigawa. Good way to play around fires. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and smack Narset and hope they don't have sharks. No sharks! Oh, I love no sharks! And it cannot activate Speaker of the Heavens because they named it on Pithing Needle. I have enough mana to activate Resplendent Angel. Oh, wow. Luca Plus. I don't see that every day. I have a feeling their deck has only Agent of Treacheries in it. They're saying GG. Is this because they bricked? Must be. Okay, so we're going to swing in with you here. Both of you on Luca. Activate the Resplendent Angel since they didn't declare any blockers. Is it time for the Wanderer? Wait, they wouldn't be able to cast it anyway because of fires. No Planeswalkers on the battlefield. We get another Angel. We've dealt with some threats. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Victory for the ladies. They are out of steam. This looks like a fine hand filled with Giadas. Bishop of Wings looking pretty good. Gonna gain me some life. Gonna play me some girls. So I am going to play Giada before the Bishop of Wings. This means I'm going to end up gaining less life. But it does mean I'm going to be able to double spell next turn, playing the Bishop and Youthful Valkyrie. Unless they do something like that. Okay, they kill Giada. That's fair, I have a second one. I'm for Cemetery Gatekeepers. They're gonna make us lose life. And I say us because this is symmetrical whenever either of us casts a creature of the forbidden type, which in this case is creature. Creatures are now punished with blood. Sweet. Alright, let's go. Let's party, Gatekeeper. If you attack me, I am not blocking. Light up the stage for the discount. And they have a Skewer and a Soulscar Mage, which means that they can put -X, which in this case would be -3/-3, on the Bishop of Wings permanently. Oh, the terror of the Soulscar Mage. I think now would be a beautiful time to gain some life. Yeah, girl, I know. Listen, I'm gonna take damage. I'm gonna gain life, though. Girl, I know! So I'm back up to 20. So that's good. And here comes the Goblin Chain Warlord. That's gonna finish off the Bishop of Wings. And it's going to shrink these other creatures. I like how for this one, the +1/+1 and the -1/-1 cancel each other out. Skewer, they're just straight up, they're going for the Valkyrie. They're saying, I am not dealing with that. I want you to have as few angels on the battlefield as possible, because the more I have, the better Giada is. Speaking of which, let's get our one entire damage in with Giada. She's so little. Play Righteous Valkyrie. I know, Cemetery Gatekeeper, into the Inspiring Overseer. I got a spare Giada, so if they kill this one, you know, I got more. I might actually sacrifice this one by playing this Giada in order to get some more damage. All right, so they're swinging with everything. I'm going to go ahead and throw you in front of the Soulscar Mage and you in front of the Gatekeeper. Bit of a risky play, but they've already used a lot of stuff against me. And I think it would take 2 spells for them to really undo this turn. Which, hey, they might have. I'd really like to kill the Soulscar Mage. Alright, so play with fire. That's going to shrink the Valkyrie down into nothingness. But we get rid of the Soulscar Mage, and that's a Coco. Oh, baby, that's a Coco. Let's go! We're gonna Coco with the Coco. Double Resplendent or one of each. I'm gonna go with one of each because then I can trigger this turn. So we're gonna swing in with Giada, deal our 1 damage, and then we're gonna replace Giada with Giada. Second Giada is better Giada. It means I've gained 8 life, which means that the Resplendent Angel is going to give me a token. The token is going to get buffed by Giada, and we're gonna gain another 4 life. I'm at 22. Feeling good against Mono Red. It's the Symphoneers! And these are... well, only 2 mana. I'm still gonna keep this, though. I like their Ashiok sleeves, their Boss Riquette as a Has an avatar here. Oh, could this be a beautiful pile of humans? I have a human deck, which I've been running in Fake Pioneer. It's very fun. Mine is 4 colors, and really we should make it 5. Hey, wait a minute. That's technically a human. That's technically a human. Werewolf pack leader, like most werewolves, is human on the front. This one can stop being a human by activating its ability, but that is just delightful. Truly delightful. I'm gonna go for the risky play here and Collected Company. I'm gonna do it on my turn because I know how risky it's going to be for me to wait until their turn. And I'm actually going to go for this Bishop of Wings here because I'm able to gain 5 life this turn to trigger the Resplendent Angel. I gain 4 off the Bishop of Wings, and because now it's clear for me to attack in, 1 off the Speaker of Heavens, and then we gain another 4 life because we made an angel. They have 4, and it could definitely be a Coco in their deck if there's some sort of Naya werewolves. They also might just give up because, let's say I'm well established. No, this is not a werewolf at all. It's Lagrella the Magpie, and they're exiling my Resplendent Angel, not my token, my Resplendent Angel, and saying, no, I'm not dealing with that. You're not, huh? Oh, well, that's a darn shame. Here comes another Resplendent Angel, and I'm actually going to swing in with the Speaker of the Heavens. They can block it, they can kill it. I don't care, I just want to gain 5 life. And gain 5 life she did, which results in her gaining another 4 life, which puts me in a really, really healthy spot for Righteous Valkyrie. Here comes the Coco. They're doing it on their turn. What do you get? What do you Coco for? Adeline and Thalia's Lieutenant. They buff their entire board. But I don't think they're going to be able to break through this line. We got big flying girls. BFGs over here. And that's going to be a GG from them and a GG from me. Okay, Camilo Bodego. I hope you're ready for some Righteous Valkyries, because I have a very righteous hand here. I'm going to lead with Temple Garden. I need to shock it in, because I've got nothing to do this turn, just like how I have nothing to do this turn. Firebluff Canal. Could this be a Phoenix deck? I feel like I don't get to see enough Phoenix decks. Oh yeah, there's Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is definitely a homeboy to the birds, being a bird himself. This is one of those cards that I think people underestimated just how nice it is, especially in older formats. You're seeing it being played in even like Legacy Vintage, but Modern it's getting especially played because it turns out that Ledger Shredder, when both players are casting 2 spells on each their turn and your opponent's turn, gets huge. It gives you great filtering. And if you're playing a deck like Phoenix, puts a lot of Phoenixes in the graveyard. Alright, so Ledger Shredder just gets to swing in there. I'm gonna go for the Coco. I'm gonna do it now, in case they have Spell Pierces in their deck. It's a very real thing that they could have. I kind of like Resplendent and Bishop here. I like Resplendent and Giada. I'm gonna go with Resplendent and Bishop. Gain myself 4 life. And get myself a big old birdie. Expressive Iteration gives them access to 3 cards. 1 goes to hand, 1 goes to the bottom of the deck, and 1 goes to exile, and that card is Riverguide Pathway. Neat! Mana! Mana good. They're casting their 2nd spell for turn, so they can connive. The Ledger Shredder has now gotten a little bit bigger, and there's a bird in the graveyard. If they cast a 3rd spell this turn, then the Arclight Phoenix will come back from the grave. Yep, so they're killing Resplendent Angel. That's their 3rd spell. That's going to bring back the bird. I'll jump block. And I'm gonna go for Coco again over the, like, knowns, because I know what I like, and it's life gain. I know what I like, and it's angels. And they know what they like. It's creatures that they can kill. And we're about to have just, like, angels on angels on angels, and they are not here for it. We win! So this hand only had 2 lands in it, but it has Giada, and Giada is silly because she gives me more mana for more angels. And here she is. It's Giada. Daxos, Voice of the Blast. Our opponent is running just a straight up life gain deck, but it is an Abzan life gain deck. Not mono white, not Selesnya. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm here for this. I think I'm gonna either need big blockers or bigger selection here. I'm going to go for the big blockers by playing Youthful Valkyrie into Youthful Valkyrie. They're both going to be 3/5s. Collected Company. Let's see what they hit. Trelasara, excellent card. Gives them scries when they gain life. Lunarch Veteran, which is a soul sister without being a soul sister. It only gains life for their creatures entering the battlefield. But they've managed to get a big, scary Voice of the Blast, and they probably won't attack in with here because they know that I can double block. I have a healthy terror of their cards, and I probably want to use the apparition on this turn. But I'm greedy, so I'm not going to, and I'm going to actually cast the Inspiring Overseer instead, try to get lands, try to find more life gain sources to go for the Ajani. I know what I like, and I know how I like it. Dina the Soul Steeper. Very cool. So this is going to give them a drain whenever they gain life. Similar to that, they may have Veto in the deck. Oh, actually, they're just going for another Dina. A creature died, and a creature entered the battlefield there, so Daxos double triggers. I'm down to 13. Looks like we're not going to be doing anything with Ajani here. And this is almost at indestructible. One more life. All they have to do is sacrifice a creature, and this thing will become indestructible. Wow, they are not swinging in with it, though. My goodness. Alright, Skyclave Apparition, come down here. Trelasara is big, but, like, she doesn't become indestructible. And I'm just gonna play that out. And then I'm gonna swing in the air with you. And you. I'm going to leave back the Youthful Valkyries. Did get up to 4 mana, though, which means that if we hit a Coco, they've already hit 2, we'll get to use one, but we also just have, like, a double spell in hand. Collected Company gives them a Daxos and a Daxos. They're going to see each other. And a Veto to double up this drain effect. So I think we're going down to 3 life off just these gain and drains. We'll see where we end up. Stacks on triggers on stacks. Whatever's on top of their deck, they want it. They're gaining itty bitty bits of life at a time, but each time they do, I'm getting drained. Ooh. And I actually think we die there from the Lunarch Veteran trigger. That's game! Love to see it. Mr. Roxham. Let's get ready to rock 'em. I see a Concealed Courtyard, and I fear that this is going to be a Greasefang deck. I do have the slow answer to Greasefang. That's probably going to be too slow. But we're still going to try our best. Because there's nothing else we can do. Bishop of Wings! One of the things I can do against their deck is hopefully get a faster, better start than them, so I can gain some life and just, like, no fear. Don't even fear them. I think I'm gonna drop a land here. Or the Skyclave. I'm gonna start with the land. Means I'm gonna lose some life. That's okay. Blood Tithe Harvester, you gonna do anything about it? Nope. Let's gain some life. Life gain is the spice of life. And they're cracking their blood, putting a Parhelion in the graveyard. That means that if they have the combo, which is Greasefang reanimating the Parhelion, they're gonna be in a really good spot this turn. They swing in. They're gonna get 2 4/4 Vigilant Angels also attacking me. And I'm gonna take it. Because what else am I going to do? The answer is not much. This goes back into hand. I did end up getting a land here. I'm gonna go for the Coco. And I'm gonna do it now. Because I'm impatient. Alright. This gives me a whole bunch of girls and a whole lot of life. In fact, it gives me so much life that I'm now bigger than the Parhelion. What's good, Parhelion 2? You're but a wee baby 5/5. I'm a big chunkus 9/9. Like getting big ladies. Now sure, they're gonna bring it back and they're gonna swing in with stuff and there's gonna be like some first strike. I don't care. I don't care. I'll sacrifice angels if I have to. But I will end you with the power of girls. And that is gonna be game. Thank you all so much for watching this video. As always, if you'd like to watch me record it live, you should come over to twitch.tv/Amazonian, where I'm streaming like every single day. Come on over. I promise. It's fun. Until the next time, I hope you have a great day.